Hey y'all, what's up? It's time for a new customer of the day. Excuse my appearance, y'all. I look real rough. It's time to go to the barbershop, but whatevs. This one is gonna be real quick. So get this case forwarded to me about this guy who can't seem to accept. He's having an issue with accepting his grant, his stock grant given to him by his company. So I get to him and I'm like, hey, yeah, asking him for his account stuff and all that good little jazz. So he starts out with, yeah, I got a couple emails from you guys, but I think that they're fraud. I said, so wait, you got one email from your company and then you got another two emails from us telling you, click here to accept your grants. If you need assistance or a further understanding of your grant, give us a call. He said, yeah. I said, okay. So in that one of the emails you got, was there a link, telling you where to go if you had questions about a grant, if you don't understand what the grant is? Did you get that? He said, yeah. I said, okay, so where did that take you? He said, well, I thought it was spam, so I didn't click on that link, so I just went to what I thought the website was. But I'm not having any luck. Wait a minute. So you got one, not two, but three emails talking about the exact same thing. One from the company that you work for and another two from the company that is your brokerage. Three emails talking about the same thing. One of the emails has a link that tells you where to go. It tells you what to do. But because you thought that was spam, you thought that email was spam, which means you thought the other email was spam, which means you thought the third email was spam, all telling you the same thing. You just go to a completely different website of which you just pulled out your hat of tricks and said, oh, I'm finna go to this particular website. And you had no luck? Wow. And I wonder why you had no luck, because you just went and did you just did your own thing. Like, you literally just did your own thing. That's just like somebody saying, oh, I'm finna give you an open book test. Here are the questions that are already going to be on the test. Here are the pages to look on to get the exact answers. So if question 3 says that it's coming from chapter 2, page 22, you go to chapter 9, page 3 and wonder why you can't find the answer. Like, what? I have never heard of such foolishness. Like, what? I can understand if you got one email that you had never heard of either of these companies before telling you to click here. Clickbait. I get it. I understand if you got one email about that. I completely understand your apprehension. I understand. But you got 3 emails that said the exact same thing. Then he said later on, oh yeah, I talked to somebody in our HR and they said, yeah, you are a brokerage. So why would you still think it's spam? Like, why would you still think that that's spam after you have 4 different pieces of receipts that are telling you that this is where you can go to accept your stock grant? Now, plot twist, if you don't want them, you can go ahead and, gift them on over to me. I will gladly take this free money that you are being given by your company. Then Mr. Bill, now the science guy, wants to say, well, nobody ever told me I was getting a grant. I said, well, I doubt that somebody is going to pick up the phone and say, hey, such and such, we're about to give you these grants. No, they were probably in your whatever new hire contract or whatever. They probably said, hey, we have some way to give you extra compensation from the company. So this is how we're going to give it to you. We're going to give you X grant with X amount of shares. They're going to vest 5. Some companies do 3-year vest. Some companies do 5-year vestings. But I doubt somebody picked up the phone and say, yeah, Bill Nye, Hey, just want to let you know in about 5 days, you're going to receive 3 different emails because we're giving you these grants, okay? Make sure you follow the link that's in the email because it's going to tell you how to accept that grant, okay? Okay. Like, dude. Which means that if you're expecting a phone call, that that just let me know that he didn't read. So as I'm explaining to him what the grants are and how it works, he then tells me, oh, this doesn't sound right. Like, how can the company just go ahead and say, how they want to handle the taxes? I said, well, it's their grants. They can cancel them if they want to. They don't have to give them to you. They are telling you that they are just giving these to you. They don't have to give them to you. If you don't want them, you do have the opportunity to decline it. But why would you want to decline free money? I've never... Free money. All you got to do is follow the instructions and click accept. You do more. He would have to do more work trying to go play the lotto than what he had to do to accept these grants. Like, some people nowadays, like, it's scary. Like, it is scary how I don't even know how to put this into words. It's scary how bad people don't read. This Jerry Carroll, he got... Let me not. I done got way off topic. Let me stop. It is scary how badly people don't read. Like, and I can't just say it's the U.S. because, again, I deal with international clients, and some of them just don't read. Like, they straight up don't read. So I don't even know. I like, if the pages on these emails, and if the words on these emails were snakes, like digital snakes that could come through and just bite these people in the faces, I'm pretty sure it would happen. Because I've had to ask multiple people, like, are you reading it or are you just looking at it? Do you want me to hold your hand through what it is that you have to accept? Like, I'm confused. I'm legit confused. Like, it's just... So then as he got all the way through it, he was like, I was just so apprehensive because I've never heard anything like this before. I said, I get that. I understand, not, being unsure of receiving an email, telling you that you have a grant that you need to go accept. I said, however, you got 3 different emails talking about the exact same thing, one being from your company, and then you called someone in HR and they told you that, yes, that is correct. So I guess I'm just a little perplexed on how the email told you exactly what to do, yet you went and did your own thing and wonder why you couldn't figure it out, and then you got frustrated. Well, buddy, it's a little thing called following directions. I'm pretty sure we all begin to learn that in daycare, when we can actually process what's going on. Because, as babies, you follow directions. You really don't know what the direction is, but you're following it. But once we start to get in daycare and we understand, what's going on just a little bit, that's how we learn how to follow directions. But Amaraz, that's been my customer of the day. Like I told y'all, I was gonna do better as far as posting videos. Like, of course, comment, subscribe. Like if you don't want, comment anything. I'm all for it. As y'all see, I respond to people. So yeah, I just hope that my videos add a little comedy into your life because of the stupid people that I have to deal with on the daily. But here we go. I'm about to go hit up happy hour because it's Friday. I was gonna go out of town, but I don't feel like it. So yeah, y'all have a good one. Be safe out there. Don't text and drive, and I'm out.